Today's Dishin' It is sponsored by
Price Cutter. Local matters. Well, hey there, welcome to Dishin' It. Today on the menu, we're going to turn to the appetizer section of the menu.
Yes.
Because we're making chili con queso just in time for all the big games that are happening. If you want to make this, while you're watching the game, watching the Chiefs win.
Good.
You're looking at a recipe. Now, I did catch something that I missed the first time. I really kind of glanced at the recipe the first time.
Gotcha.
And I realized, I think Jake picked this because we're making chili con queso that does not involve Velveeta, the big block of Velveeta.
Right. I got you.
So this is an alternate version. You know how sometimes you cube the Velveeta and put it in a crock pot with a Rotel?
Yes.
Easy peasy.
Right.
Well, this is a as Kelly would call it, plastic cheese version.
What kind of cheese?
We're using cheddar and Monterey Jack.
You know, that's a sad thing about those plastic cheese. They just melt so well. They just melt on.
But that's the thing.
So easy.
You're compromising one thing for another.
I know, that's true. Okay.
Could you mince some garlic for me?
Don't.
Would you be offended?
I'm not gonna mince any words. I can't. Yes.
Here, let me get this trash can for
but
you.
I think I need. You know, we don't do this so often. Sometimes we just buy that other kind, but this works great.
Yes. So I will need 1 tablespoon. No. Sorry. 2 large cloves of garlic. Oh, they gave us 3.
Yeah, and look at the size of this one.
That's a good one.
That's a big one. All right.
Guys, we're gonna have garlic breath, just so you know.
It's okay.
I'll start heating this up.
It's a good kind of breath to have, as long as everybody around you has the same kind of breath.
That's all right. That's okay. So then, and by the way, I had a friend last weekend say that they watched Dishin' It on KOZL on Sunday.
Yeah.
And said they were laughing out loud at our ghost situation. Remember when we were doing
I heard that same thing, yes.
And it started coming up.
Yeah.
And she said she was laughing out loud at the ghost.
Yes, I've heard that too. And did you hear the explanation of the audience?
No, I don't read comments, so I don't know.
They said it was static electricity from the grating.
Yeah.
It looked like a ghost to me.
I don't know. Guys, there's been so many unexplained happenings in the studio.
True that.
I love that we're finding rationale for it, though. That makes my brain
What was
happy.
that thump that we heard last night? Yeah, I want to know.
I still think the main unsolved one is the rolling cherry turnover.
Now listen, that is just flat out what it is. That is just a ghost.
That is.
We could just freeze Jen Abreu's face when she saw that. Nobody was touching it. It wasn't in a position where it should have rolled off.
Yep.
That's why we don't call the spirits in. I don't want to do that.
They are not invited here.
Alone.
What is that thing they say in The Exorcist? The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah.
And then they're throwing the incense around.
Stay away from me.
Yes. Okay, and we do have some very finely chopped onion.
Okay, part of this is just getting the skin off these. Sorry.
Take your time.
Okay.
Just enjoy the process.
I'll just be here chopping.
Enjoy
for the next 13 minutes.
Just enjoy.
Okay, well this one
I may have to change this recipe too.
Oh,
because it said a tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I don't feel like that's very much.
I'm with you on this one.
I feel like that pan ain't even saturated.
I agree. Hey, what size pan did they use?
Well, that's the thing. We don't have a saucepan.
Oh, okay.
This is a skillet.
Okay, so it's
gonna
have a wider base.
Yes, and so we don't have, the only saucepan we had I thought was too small. It's a teeny baby one.
Teeny little baby one.
And Kelly, had I read the recipe yesterday,
Life gets busy, guys.
I would have brought my own saucepan from home, but I did not. So
it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's my fault.
All right, so I'm gonna just
a hair more.
I see why they make those garlic little things that you can buy in the glass jars that are all chopped up.
Oh yeah. It does make it somewhat easier, doesn't it?
Well, it takes a little less time, but it's okay. Fresh garlic is good.
Fresh garlic. Fresh grated pepper.
Now, did you get, I was thinking of things I grow outside. Did you get your plants in and everything?
Yes,
okay?
well, I knew the ones I was going to save, and the other ones I was like, well.
Is this ready to go in?
Just
not yet?
Not yet. I'm going to do onions first, and then we're going to add a little garlic.
I looked out yesterday, I'm like, oh man, I should have brought that one in. I meant to save that one. It's just, you can't save them all.
You can't save. Well, and I knew there were some that I was just like, it's not worth the hassle. I'll just get new ones next year.
Yeah.
And then once I get landscaping done, then I'll focus more on that side of it. I just haven't yet.
Yeah. The problem is, it's so expensive. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive to buy flowers.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping next year I can start. I used to, when I didn't have renovations going on, I would start all my seeds inside with plant lights.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
And it saves you so much money buying the seed.
It really does.
And if you start, I usually start into February to get them ready
that's a great idea. I thought about doing that. Yes.
So that's, something to think about. I'm already excited for spring.
So the thing is, I've got to replant some of those tulips I bought at Baker's Creek.
Yeah.
They were so beautiful. People were arguing with me. They said those look like peonies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I said, no, I promise you, it is a tulip. But
they have those double tulips.
Yeah, that's what
headed ones.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
But we kind of got a space that they were in that we've revamped, so I dug them all up. So I've got to get those in the ground.
Yeah. Oh, yes,
soon.
ma'am.
Yes, I just don't, I don't have a lot of places with sun is the problem.
Yeah. And I told you my hydrangeas survived. They didn't bloom this year.
Mine didn't either.
But they're gorgeous and they're big.
Oh,
so
good.
I'm hoping next year, I'm gonna put a lot of dead leaves on it to just kind of cover it.
Yeah, good idea, yeah.
For a little insulation.
Now, is that the one where you are not supposed to clip the...
Yeah, I'm not touching it.
Okay, good.
So many people now have told me, I thought I was supposed to. You can add that now.
Yeah, you're not supposed to cut that because it grows on those stems.
So I'm not doing nothing. Because I had read one time that said, clip certain stems or these. I'm like, well, I can't even tell what those are. I end up clipping the wrong ones.
Yeah, you don't want to make a mistake there.
So I'm excited about the hydrangeas.
Sip my tea while we're going here.
I wish I had a glass of wine. Why is it? It is.
The doctor told you not to.
The doctor told me no. I'm gonna find him in his podcast. I find that fascinating. He was so knowledgeable.
I saw another podcast last night, and you don't want to hear this, but he was saying the same thing.
About what?
I should just be quiet. About
don't drink wine.
Wine or beer.
I don't like beer
for different reasons.
Oh gosh. Well, tell me now. Maybe I'll stop drinking wine.
Well, I'm just telling you what the guy says. He says that beer makes men have too much estrogen. Like if you do it on a regular basis.
What can I take to get more testosterone?
Probably hormones. I don't know. Let's see.
But is there a food?
I don't know. But then he said the wine, is got a lot of pesticides in it.
Pesticides? Why?
Because they grow the grapes and they spray on the grapes.
Oh my gosh! Why?
I'm not trying to
tell me this.
Everybody doesn't do what they're going to do. It's all good. I'm just telling you about something I heard. But now, so you'll have to ask him why he says no wine.
I'm gonna message him. I'm gonna find him and message him and be like, tell me why no wine, and you've ruined my life.
Okay, guys, we're going to keep working on this. Con queso, we'll be back.